So I'm Marsha Bradfield, and I am currently a visiting scholar at Camberwell, Chelsea, and Wimbledon Graduate School. The main project for my postdoc, which I did before turning to being a visiting scholar, was, surprise, surprise, transacting a market of values, which I worked on as part of critical practice with Neil Cummings, David Cross, Angela Hudson-Teal. All of them are presenting today. Now, I want to build on what David and Neil have spoken about in order to acknowledge and begin to think about a very particular moment of encounter. But before doing so, let me say that many of the people here today contributed as some of the 65 stalls that featured in Transacting a Market of Value, and you will see some of them, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe in a bit. Momentarily, hopefully. The magic moment I want to explore relates to the local currency that was produced for the market. And this was realized by an artist researcher by the name of Neil Farnham with the help of Neil Cummings and others. Now, many of you may know that local currencies are really about supporting local businesses, prioritizing exchange in a particular area with the aim of reducing the environmental footprint. Additionally, we can think about the value of these in the context of transacting to be related to heightening our awareness of the wide-ranging and crucially incommensurable values that were transacted in this event, especially ones that are traditionally effaced by money. Now, there were 4 different tokens that comprised the currency, the local currency, and you will see them as we cycle through. To begin with, there was time, and it features an hourglass. It's made from gray board. Well-being, which is made from red felt, and it shows a heart. Additionally, there was knowledge, which shows a flame, and it's made from plywood, and creativity, which shows a sun-like symbol, and it's made from yellow acrylic. The currency was distributed at the beginning of the market with instructions that went something like this. When people approach your stallholder, we ask you engage them in a transaction by requesting some currency. If they have some, you can exchange bits of time, well-being, knowledge, and creativity. If they don't, you can decide on another exchange. It's up to you to bargain and come to some agreement. If they do not have anything to transact, you can declare them in your debt and still complete the exchange. How they decide to deal with this debt is up to them. Of course, none of this is compulsory, but we hope you engage with the spirit of transacting. Many stallholders and members of the milling crowd did so, I'm pleased to say. But what for me was so striking about this currency as a way of weaving together people and place into a temporary community of the market of values is that despite our local currency being complementary, which is to say it coexisted with pounds and pence, there was no peg, no easy conversion. Every transaction required those involved to valorize the currency through more or less spontaneous decision. This literally put evaluation into the hands of the community doing it and those most immediately impacted by their transactions. This is something that I thought about when I was transacting a burger from Jacob's Ladder. I think, could you help me to get the burger up here? That would be great. Here we go. Here's our burger. All right, this is perfect. So Jacob's Ladder is effectively a platform that enables small companies, small farming initiatives to band together and to trade in London. And so, as part of our exchange, I transacted 2 knowledges for 2 well-being. So 2 of these for 2 of these. To this day, I'm not entirely sure what deal we made, with our agreement refusing crude quantification and remaining as tacit understanding of something that outstrips the immediate exchange.
1 minute.
This ambiguity, in contrast to abstraction, this for me is really key. Ambiguity instead of abstraction made transacting in a local currency a profoundly humanizing process. It was a compelling reminder that human beings are projects of mutual creation that are shaped in accordance with their values in the plural. And the value of these values contrasts with the value of money precisely because these human and humanizing values lack equivalence. Things like care, trust, and loyalty all flow as forms that cannot be frozen and should not be converted into money. That this was conveyed by a local currency in the market indicates how art and design can weave people and places together to create social forms that are not only more resilient, but more desirable too.
Great. Thanks, Marsha.